Close your eyes and imagine this. You wake up, look outside, and the skyline is gone. No buildings. No trees. No mountains. Just endless blue. From horizon to horizon, there is nothing but ocean. No continents. No islands. No dry land at all. Welcome to Waterworld Earth, a planet where the oceans have risen so high, or poured in so fast, that every bit of solid ground is buried beneath miles of water. What would life be like on a planet with no land? Could humans survive? And how would Earth itself change when it's nothing but a global sea? Let's dive in. Our Earth is about 71% water already. But the continents, our home, keep that water in check. Now picture a colossal event, ice caps melting entirely. Gigantic undersea volcanic eruptions releasing hidden water from the mantle. Comets delivering oceans of extra hydrogen oxide. Whatever the cause, the result is the same. Earth becomes a true ocean planet. To see what happens next, we need to follow the chain reaction from the moment the last mountain peak disappears beneath the waves. At first, cities vanish under rising seas. Coastlines retreat, then entire countries disappear. Mount Everest, the tallest point on Earth, stands 8.8 kilometers high. To drown it, you'd need an ocean about 2.5 times deeper than today's average. Could that much water exist? Yes. Scientists believe Earth's mantle may hold several oceans worth of water locked in minerals. A massive geological release could, in theory, cover everything. With no land to break up winds, Earth's weather would go wild. Mega hurricanes could swirl for weeks, fed by constant warm water. The jet stream of high-altitude winds would shift unpredictably. Rainfall patterns would become meaningless. Everywhere is ocean, after all. Lightning storms might flash endlessly across the surface, turning the planet into a giant blue marble of constant turbulence. What about us? Floating cities. Humanity would have to live on massive ships or engineered rafts. Think futuristic, self-sustaining ocean platforms with desalination plants and hydroponic farms. Food supply. Fishing would become the main source of protein, but overfishing could crash ecosystems. Algae farming and lab-grown foods might keep us alive. Fresh water. Ironically, surrounded by seawater, we'd need advanced desalination to drink or irrigate crops. Society might look like a world of nomadic mariners, nations turned into fleets. Beneath the surface, pressure increases by about 1 atmosphere every 10 meters. In a water world with oceans dozens of kilometers deep, the pressure at the bottom would be crushing, far beyond the limits of most submarines. Below a certain depth, scientists predict layers of high-pressure ice, not cold, but crystalline water formed by sheer force. It would trap Earth's heat, reshaping the planet's geology. Volcanoes might erupt underwater more violently, creating temporary islands that sink as quickly as they rise. Water is a great heat absorber. A global ocean would stabilize surface temperatures, fewer deserts, no polar ice. But sunlight might not penetrate the deepest layers, making vast regions of the ocean dark and cold. Currents like the Gulf Stream, which today regulate climate, could behave completely differently, perhaps creating global heat belts and cold zones that drift without pattern. With continents gone, land animals would vanish except for those humans saved. Marine life, however, might explode in diversity. Without coastal pollution and fishing pressure, once humanity adapts or collapses, whales, sharks, and giant squid could rule. New species might evolve in the vast open ocean, including colossal creatures adapted to the extreme depths. Without land erosion, the carbon cycle would change. Normally, rocks on continents pull carbon dioxide from the air, regulating climate. Without that process, carbon dioxide could build up, warming the planet further, until deep ocean chemistry creates new balance points we can only guess at. Earthquakes and volcanoes would still happen under the water, sending tsunamis racing across the globe, but with no land, the waves would travel endlessly, wrapping the planet in ripples. Imagine cities that never touch solid ground, floating universities and laboratories drifting like islands. Entire economies based on ocean energy, like wave and thermal power. Languages shaped by a life of constant motion, weather updates, and nautical terms. Night skies would still sparkle, but with no mountains or trees to break the horizon. Sunsets might look infinite, an unbroken line of fire where the sea meets the sky. Could life thrive? Despite the dangers, a water world might still nurture life, maybe even advanced civilizations. Astronomers suspect some exoplanets, called ocean worlds, already exist, and they might be good candidates for alien life. Earth, reborn as a water planet, could eventually stabilize into a new kind of paradise. Fewer temperature extremes, rich marine ecosystems, and new evolutionary paths for aquatic intelligence. If Earth became a water world, it would be both a nightmare and a wonder. Our continents, histories, and borders would vanish, but life, as always, would find a way to adapt. Humans might sail through endless blue for generations, gazing at stars reflected in a planet-wide sea. And perhaps, far in the future, explorers from other worlds would visit and marvel at a globe of pure ocean, our familiar Earth, transformed into something entirely new. So here's a question for you. Would you choose to live on a planet of endless water, knowing the challenges and dangers, or would you miss the feel of solid ground too much? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more journeys into the what-ifs of our universe.